So this is going to be the easiest intro ever. It's early, it's raining, it's cold, and we're going to take a long walk through the woods for really no good reason I can think of. Let's do it. Do you hear that sound? That is the sound of adventure calling. Good morning, humans. Pretty excited. I'm back hiking with my brother for the first time since the Devil's Path. And today we are going to tackle the 25-mile Letchworth State Park Fingerlakes Trail. It's a branch trail from the main Fingerlakes trails. And it's Sunday, September 5th, a couple minutes before 7. We are at Whiskey Bridge, the official southern terminus of the Letchworth branch of the Fingerlakes Trail. And so it's supposed to be in the low 70s today and rain off and on. We set up a base camp just off from the trail. We're about 3-4 miles from our camp. We're taking advantage of that, and we are slack packing. Left our gear at the camp, and when we go by there, we'll grab the rest of our gear. But we camped out there last night, and we're caffeinated and ready to get moving. We're hitting the railroad tracks.
Hey, they're selling it.
And there's the high bridge. Obviously not allowed out there, so we'll leave it alone. But that is the great big high bridge that goes over the Genesee River in Letchworth State Park. And this is Portageville Road, which is now part of the Fingerlakes Trail after the big mudslide shut down much of the Fingerlakes Trail in this section. We're back in camp, and really we didn't camp far from the beginning of the trail. 2.5 miles on the dot. We're camping on private property just off from the trail itself, so this is not really a spot I'm gonna label or mark, because not just anybody can camp here, but we could, and it worked out great. So we're gonna get our packs on now. It is raining now. Of course, the weather was wrong as usual. It wasn't supposed to rain till later in the afternoon, but what do those guys know? And yeah, I guess another roughly 22 miles to the end, and yeah, it's going to be wet, so that's going to be a lot of fun. See you in a bit. All right, so we're taking a quick break here. Decided to compare my GPS to the mile marker. Mile 9 right here, and then right there on my GPS is 10.3 miles. So a big section of the trail was closed due to a mudslide, and that's behind us, so obviously the reroute adds about a mile on. I'm guessing that would be the explanation. So instead of being a 25-mile hike, this should be labeled a 26-mile hike, just saying. But we're doing good. It rained the first couple miles pretty good, kind of made a pit stop, let the rain blow over, and now the sun's starting to come out and the bugs are coming out and it's getting a little sticky. But other than that, the weather's not bad. It's probably in the mid 60s, so I'm sweating because I'm an out of shape mess, not because it's really that hot. But we're 10 miles in, 9 miles on the marker, and we're doing pretty good. Check in a bit. There is lean-to number 1 for us. That would be the southern lean-to, which you can call and make reservations to stay at those, but you get to stay with everybody else who made reservations. You can't just reserve it to yourself. And it's roughly 9 miles to the next one, and we're making good time. We've already made a couple water stops, so we'll probably keep trudging forward. Maybe we'll stop at the next one, grab a bite to eat. But this is right about mile marker 10, and what should be now 11. You're going to hear me say that over and over again. I want credit for that extra mile.
Full credit.
Full credit.
In the rain.
Yep. And yeah, now it's super muggy. I'm just sweating bullets. But we're doing good, and yeah, keep on trucking. Well, hey, you're still with us. That's awesome. And we're still at it. We made it to the northernmost lean-to. I don't know, we're 21-ish miles in by my GPS. So another 5, 6, 7 miles to finish the trail, and maybe 2 miles after that to get it out of here by car. It's been tough sledding. This trail is dry on this second part. I really didn't expect that. We've had a ton of rain. I expected better water sources. So if for some reason you're coming out here, keep that in mind. Going south to north, water dries up pretty quick as you get north. But right now we're taking a bit of a break and gonna grab a quick bite to eat and then get going. Bugs are absolutely terrible. It is an uncomfortable type of situation where just sweating and bugs nonstop. Sometimes I wonder why the heck I do this, but we are having fun anyway. So until next time. Yeah. Well, hello peoples. We are now at Hogsback, and from the Whiskey Bridge we are at 26.4 miles. Figure we got to get back to El Lorenz, probably got 4 or 5 miles to get back to El Lorenz from here. I have it written down somewhere, but I'm not looking it up. But we're doing good. Wearing down a little bit, but after 26.5 miles, most people would be a little wore down. But the sun came out, and that definitely brightens the spirits a little bit. And yeah, keep on trudging. Now we're just talking about food nonstop, which would be cool if we were only a mile out, but we're several miles out yet, so it's a long ways to just think about food. We're on our way. Still with us there, humans, huh? So I am on Avenzia Maps, the official map of the Fingerlakes Trail System in Letchworth State Park. And this happens to be an interactive map that I downloaded that tells you exactly where we are. And according to Avenzia Maps, we are at the official end of the Fingerlakes Trail. We have hiked from Whiskey Bridge to some mostly dead-end road in Mount Morris to the official end on the Fingerlakes Trail. So I would say this was a very successful through hike. I thought the map said it was a 25-mile hike. We did pass mile 26, maybe a mile back. I'm gonna pull up my mileage, and we did not go off trail. We stayed stuck to the yellow blazes. If I can get my, there it is. So I have from Whiskey Bridge to this telephone pole, which happens to must be the northernmost terminus. I have 29.5 miles. Okay, 29.5 miles exactly to the end. So I'm gonna call it a successful hike. We parked on the other side of the Genesee River, which means we're gonna take the Greenway Trail. Meets up right here, and we're gonna finish this hike. Maybe, I don't know, maybe it's a mile and a half to the car on the Genesee Valley Greenway. So I don't know how much more I'm gonna film of this. I'll leave it open-ended for now. This may be a good time to take an intermission. If you've actually sat here and watched this whole video, get up, get the blood circulating, make some popcorn maybe, grab a cold drink, and we'll probably do a recap at some point. But our feet hurt, and I don't know if I want to feel like pushing the button on this GoPro one more time. We'll see. Stay tuned.
It's an English car.
Okay, I'm gonna do an official recap. Finished the last maybe quarter mile to a half mile on the Greenway. Went across the footbridge for a grand total of 29.8 miles today. 29.8. And we decided as a two-person group that we were not just going to go wander around for 0.2 miles. We don't care. 29.8 is a pretty solid day. Time is 7:20. So we left this morning, I think at 6 or 7:50-ish. A little bit before 8, finished at 7:20. That's a solid day of hiking right there. I would say it's another great day with my brother. I would say, you know, it started out in the rain, then it got muggy, then it got hot, and then the water dried up. So there was some challenges, but it was not a bad day at all. Very manageable, and I'm just glad we got out here and did it. Now we're gonna head back to camp, if we can get by all the food places that are in between here and camp, because camp food actually sounds terrible right now. But that's the plan. Head back to camp. We're gonna camp tonight, maybe hike a little bit tomorrow, see how we feel. And so for me, until next time, here's the bro. See what oh, look it. So he's taking a selfie, and I'm filming him taking a selfie. And yeah, so we've got some things going on here. Groundbreaking. Oh, we're not done taking a selfie, so I can only fake a smile for so long.
I know, right?
It's only a matter of time before the mosquitoes figure out how to get in here and actually hijack the car. Anything you want to say to the human, Sunshine?
Yeah, great hike. You know, we did this last year, the opposite direction, so we had some time off and just got together, and this is how it should be. You know, I got time off, get together, and go hit the trails. It's educational for me as always. My brother's a Letchworth whiz, so I get the unofficial tour of Letchworth, so it's nice. Now let's go eat.